I'm just making another part to finish off the video. And I mean, a lot of things is that I said it sounds insane, but I'm just gonna make another part to finish off the video on the things that I see are wrong and show you how other people in the world look at it and how it's being misappropriated and how it's actually falsehood or what's being said. But I'm just gonna start just so, and I'll set the premise a little later. You go back and check part 1 in the first 10 minutes.
That's what it means. But you're going to deal with people who are going to tell you more means this and more.
Hold up.
Just like Taylor is a function, just like Smith is a function. But the Europeans, when they encountered the original Moors, right, they were all melanated people. So through association, Moor became dark. But it's not what it means. Connotatively, it means navigator.
He said connotatively. You have to know the definition of connotation. But he said connotatively, it means navigator. This is why people have to study, because things like this.
I'm a Moor. You know I'm a Moor.
Because I live here in America, so that is why they put USA there.
Right. Understood. And it was powerful to me because I know being a Moor. You know I'm a Moor. We all Moors. Right.
We're all Moors.
You know I'm a Moor. We all Moors. Right.
Look at her face. She said it like as if when I'm saying he's a Moor, as if it's even debatable. Look at her face. And she's actually from Africa. Look at her face.
I know being a Moor. You know I'm a Moor.
Look,
we all Moors.
She said, look at her face. Our face squinting up. Basically, him saying he was a Moor was like him saying he's human. Look at her face. Her face squinting as if I'm saying a Moor, as if no duh, you're a Moor.
I know being a Moor.
Now I want to show you something. He said Moor means navigator. Look at her face.
I'm a Moor. We all Moors.
We're all Moors, which means dark-skinned people. But he's saying it's a function to use as meaning navigator, mulatto. One born of parents. Oh, this is 1721 Bailey's dictionary, like I showed last time in part 1. The same dictionary. Going back to the same definition. Mulatto, one born of parents of whom one is a Moor and the other of another nation. One born of parents of whom one is a Moor and the other of another nation. Does that sound like sea navigator? Does it sound like Moor referring to sea navigator? See, people have to actually study, because then they'll begin to see that it's different ways Moor could be used. Moor can be used as a sea navigator. But let's just go into you have things such as this. You can use it also as a sea navigator, or you can use it for fish. So now, do Moor mean fish? Oh, because the fish navigating in the seas. Now, Moor mean. See, Moor can be used many different ways, but it's one people who set up empires as Moors, and they fell as Moors, and it was a Moorish empire that was directed to throughout treaties. So if you were to look in the treaty and you see the term Moor, then you would know that the name Moor denotes a certain people in that treaty. Like the Treaty of Peace and Friendship. You know they're not talking about Moors in Sri Lanka. Kind of like this. He said Moor means sea navigator. Even when you put Moor, in most of the dictionaries, they'll say a dark-skinned person, especially an African Negro. You know what they call African Negroes, they'll say especially. They had the Moorish Empire. A native of Mauritania in Africa, a black Moor. A native of Mauritania. And he said Moor means sea navigator. There's nothing over here that states that Moor means sea navigator. But people can just say things like this because people don't study. Look at her face. Do it look like Moor means sea navigator when she said we're all Moors? Did she say we're all Moors? Did she say we navigate seas? That's why we're Moors. Look at her face. Look at the definition of Moor. Look at a native of Mauritania. And other definitions you'll see especially an African Negro. You'll see any dark-skinned person, because the dark-skinned people are the first people on the planet. They're the original humans. So to be a mulatto, i.e. to be an amalgamated Moor, you have to be mixed with another nation, which is the European nations, which they are even amalgamated Moors, because they were mixed in with the Moors. They were spawned from the Moors. Still, they are even amalgamated Moors, but they contain other DNA. So it's another nation. You refer to it as another nation, which is to be a mulatto. Basically, to be a pure human is to be a Moor. So when you say I'm a Moor, you're saying I'm human. If you're saying I'm Moorish, you're saying we use the ish as Moorish American. The ish is pertaining to Morocco, being that it's the Moroccan Empire. The name of the land is not Moor. Then the name of the land is Morocco. We use ish pertaining to Morocco. Ish means pertaining to, which is Moorish American. Basically, a Moroccan American is what we're basically saying. Moroccan being the land, America being the empire, being that we fell as an empire. That is, see. One of the things I'm seeing people do, I'm seeing that they don't realize that it was a Moorish empire. Then Noble Ali came and redesignated us. Basically, India was not called India. It was called Hindustan. We called it Hindustan. They were Hindustanis. Then they came and they reorganized their nation, and now they say India. They're not in. It was never India. We never called it India. It was called Hindustan. Much like China. China was called China. Kina. China. That's what we refer to China as. China reorganized as China. Now they say China. Do you not see how a reorganization happened? Basically, when an empire fell, nations had to come out and reorganize. Our nation reorganized in 1913 as Moorish American. Basically, that's what he mean by the prophet brought us back our nationality. We were reorganized from the Moorish Empire, which is what you refer to, Black's Law Dictionary. Let's go down to Admiralty, Black's Law Dictionary, right? So I can show you the empire that I'm speaking of. It's on page 68. You know. It's on page 68, Admiralty. Let's go straight to the part. Established in the principal maritime cities on the revival of commerce after the fall of the Western Empire. The fall of the Western Empire. Now, aren't we in the Western Empire? When did the Western Empire fall? The Western Empire fell because the Moorish Empire fell, which Noble Ali reorganized as Moorish American. Moor being human, the original people of the earth. Okay, now see, it all ties in together because it's the truth. Washita, Dead Dung Damaya, oldest indigenous people on earth. They're in North America. They are referred to as the oldest indigenous people on earth. Washita are referred to as the oldest indigenous people on earth. This is the emperors of the Washita. Same with the Fez. The Washita Dungdamaya Moors are listed at the United Nations. They're the Washita Dungdamaya Moors. They're Moors. They're Moors referred to as the oldest indigenous people on earth. They're in North America. As you see, right, they had a court case to when they won the land back from the Louisiana Purchase. See, if people study these simple things, it's not even up for debate. It's just that people don't study. If people just begin to study these simple things, it would be a direct descendant of Lewis. The U.S. Supreme Court case. Alright, I just got distracted there. A direct descendant of Louis 17 and Aya Morea Verdace Tari in the sovereign U.S. Supreme Court case number 31 and 191 of 1948 United States versus Henry Turner's heirs affirms the state of the Washita 68,000 acres of land constituting the northern half of the present state of Louisiana. The land is the personal and private property of the Empress, heir to the 1795 Spanish land grant, Maison Rouge. The land now serves as the capital area, Washita proper, of a much larger claim. Yes, because they won the case. They won the case. They won the case, and they also referred to as the oldest indigenous people on earth. And they're the Washita Dungdamaya Moors. Louisiana Purchase was their territory. Louisiana Purchase was double the size of the United States at the time. It was double the size and a little more of the double. And you see Washita Dungdamaya Moors. You see them with the fez on. This is the Empress. But you see, a basic, just basic studying. Just basic studying could show you that it's insane. This the Empress right here. Look at it with the late Her Highness Empress Verdiachi Washita. It was transformed to Washington. That's why so many of our people have the name Washington. It's just basic studying. How with the fez on? Just basic studying. It would literally just save our people from any single. This is Washita territory right here. Let me try to get back to it before I get caught up. No, I'm not a scholar whatsoever. I'm studying, and I'm trying to study and use common sense as I go along. So forgive me about anything, because I'm not a scholar.
That's what it means. But you're going to deal with people who are going to tell you more means this and more means that. And I'm telling you,
I just showed you what more means.
They are not educated on the concept.
He said more means sea navigator. Obviously, more does not mean sea navigator. So he said to be educated on the concept is to come up with one born of parents of whom one is a sea navigator and and the other of another nation will make you a mulatto. Obviously, it does not mean sea navigator. Obviously, no description that I gave you of people referring to themselves as Moors meant sea navigator. A native of Mauritania, Moor. A native of Mauritania in Africa, a black Moor. Obviously, these people do not mean sea navigators. The Washoe Dungdamai sea navigators. Obviously, they're not referring to themselves as sea navigators. They're Moors. This phase does not represent sea navigation. The Moors do see. We are sea navigators of the 7 chakras as well as the 7 seas. So, yes, we are sea navigators, but what he's trying to say is that Moor means people who travel the seas. As a more, son is, it's so crazy that people actually listen to this stuff. As I'm showing you definitions in the 1721 Bailey's dictionary, it's just insane. It almost becomes like, well, okay.
Now, I will break it down for you. There's a tribe called the Nanticoke Lenape Moors in
Moors?
southern Jersey, right? For a long period of time, after they passed laws which denied us the right to carry out our culture, and our culture was simply farming.
Like I said last time, many cultures consist of farming. They're still nations. So if a Chinese person start farming, and then all of a sudden he become a clan now, because the whole point of what I'm trying to say is, like I said in the last one, this is a clan in China called the Fuyang clan. I know I'm pronouncing it wrong, so don't. But it's a clan in China called the Fuyang clan. And if you meet a Chinese person, he would never tell you I'm of the Fuyang clan. He would say I'm Chinese, because that's what they stand under. He would deal with other Chinese people telling them he's Fuyang clan because they deal with that. But we deal with nations. He's trying to present tribes as being nations. So basically, if we were in China and I'm saying we're Chinese, he's trying to say no, he's trying to say I'm Fuyang and you're a part of a tribe. So he's trying to say what we're going to do is go back to our tribes. Like, let's say if all the people in China got branded yellow, and then let's say the people that was referred to as Fuyang clan was branded yellow. Like, everyone was branded yellow. Basically, I'm coming from out of the yellow state and going, we're Chinese. He's coming out of the yellow state and going, we're Fuyang clan. No, and not Fuyang clan. He's going, we're Fuyang clan, but Fuyang clan is a nation. And I'm going, no, China is the nation, when Fuyang clan is not the nation. And he's going, no, Fuyang clan is the nation, and China don't really exist. No, we're Chinese people when China exists. And he's going, no, Chinese is not a nation, and Chinese people do not exist. Chinese means sea navigators, and Chinese people mean the people who run around the river at 6 o'clock, and it can be referred to as anybody. It's just a description of other people. But Chinese is not a nation. Fuyang clan is a nation. Obviously, you can see that there's something wrong with this, which is what I'm talking about in this, because there's something wrong with it. But I'm probably not going to finish it. This will probably be the last one I'm doing this, because it's so absurd. It's like almost
Farming and hunting. All this other stuff y'all want to talk about, it's just the show. It's regalia, right? Our culture was hunting and farming. When they outlawed that because they wanted to control our food sources, when they outlawed marijuana and hemp because it provided over 1,000 remedies in terms of foods, medicines, things of that nature. When they outlawed all that, we were forced to start dealing with them on their terms, right? Now, when they removed a lot of us to Oklahoma, the Indians that were removed then were the amalgamated Indians.
The Indians that were removed. He know Indian is in a nationality, and this ain't India, but he still referred to them as Indians.
Who are a product mainly of
the Indians are over there in the redesignated East. Those are the people that call them. Those are the Indians right now. We're not Indians. This is not India.
Irish migration and us mixing with the Irish. So a lot of these people, that's why these Indians, their whole culture is not predicated on seafaring, right? So you would include
back a little bit.
Who is not landlocked in his own waters, right? So certain nations wouldn't be considered Moors because they landlocked.
What? Certain nations wouldn't be considered Moors? Let's go back to her, who's actually a part of the civilized world.
Because I live here in America, so that is why they put the USA there.
Right. Understood. And it was powerful to me because I know, being a Moor, you know I'm a Moor. We all Moors.
We're all
right. Being a Moor, you know I'm a Moor. We all Moors. Right.
Wait, but didn't she say we are landlocked? But she meant to say the landlocked ones of us are Moors. The seafarers are Moors. Oh no, only I said seafarers is Moors. Moor, a native of Mauritania. Does that say a native of seafaring Mauritania? No. Let's go to mulatto. Let's see. One born of parents of whom one is a Moor, but they mean a seafarer in the other of another nation. If people just study, they'll be able to tell that people like this are lying. They're lying. They're lying. This is the Western Empire, the Moorish Empire. This is why this empire was able to set up George Washington, letter from George Washington to Muhammad ibn Abdullah, Sultan of Morocco. Let's go down here. The encouragement which your majesty has been pleased generously to give to our commerce with your domains is land. They just call this land Morocco, which is i.e. Moorish. More being the people, the original humans. Ish being pertaining to what? Pertaining to Morocco, which is the empire. It's just so basic. An American being a redesignation of the modern day times, i.e. the prophet gave us back our nation and nationality, which we had lost. Moorish American. Now you have people saying, no, we don't need to be Moorish American of the Western Empire that we had lost. We need to be Fuyang Clan, not Chinese. Nah, China don't exist. You see, China referred to some of us that was on the eastern seaboard of Asia, and we was landlocked, right? And China, if anybody said this to you, you'll be looking at them like it was completely insane. Somebody going, you see, it's just so basic, but.
And not, their whole culture is not predicated on seafaring, right? So you would include people like Vikings and people like that as Moors, right? This is why they tell you free white people in the definition. They include all different types of people because they're dealing with nations who navigated, who are part of ancient treaties. And I can name the 6 ancient treaties, but we can, you know what I mean? We'll do that another time. But there were 6 ancient treaties that united all the tribal families on the planet. All these planets did trade in places like the island.
Let me help you out. He said all the tribal families on the planet. You know how many tribes there are on this earth? There are over 100,000 different tribes. Are you out of your mind? In Africa, there are probably over 50,000 tribes in Africa alone. Are you out of your mind? Literally, their tribes with just like 100 people. Are you out of your mind? How can treaties? It's just amazing. He's literally trying to say tribes are the nations. So he's trying to say you with 99 of your friends, if y'all come together and call yourself the Wu Dani, that you're now a nation just because. Let me help you out, man. Let me help you out. You see this right here? These are nations. Egypt, Egyptian, Sudan, Sudanese, Niger, Algeria, Libyan. These are nations. But guess what? These nations came out of the Moorish Empire. It's pretty much amazing that people can't see this. Let's go back real quick. This is the last thing I'm gonna do. Hawaii, Fez, Islam, Fez, Hawaii, Fez, Islam, Fez, Islam, Fez, Islam. This is her Hawaiian monarch. Hawaiian. Oh, why would he be wearing that Fez? Oh, because it's a Western Empire. Western Empire, Fez, Morocco, Fez, Hawaiian, Fez, Morocco, Western Empire, Sultan ibn Abdullah. Oh, giving George Washington dominions, land. The land over here is Morocco. This land is Morocco. It's make a deep impression on the United States and confirm their respect for and attachment to your Imperial Majesty. What is this Imperial Majesty? It is Morocco. It is an empire. See the Fez? It is an empire. You see the Fez. It's just so basic. It's at 19 minutes. Now, I just want to go over a little bit other things. Just show you some stuff. As you see, this is our pyramid. Now I want to show you a pyramid somewhere else. El Salvador. Pyramid, Fez. That's called Liberty Cap. That's a Fez. You see it's red? It's Fez. That's a Fez. Liberty Cap, Fez. Liberty Cap, Fez. El Salvador flag. Pyramid, Liberty Cap, Fez. Pyramid with the Fez. Pyramid, circle 7. Got the cedar tree. It's just, oh my, it's just so. Let's go more. Federal Republic of Central America. As you can see, Fez. Pyramid. Why? Because they came out of the Moorish Empire. So they need that pyramid. That is the Moorish pyramid, which came out of the Moorish Empire. This is the Federal Republic of Central America. Why? Because after the Moors fell in North America, they had to redesignate. Also, guess who else had to redesignate in 1804 when the Moors fell in 1795? Haiti. Fez. Haiti had to redesignate in 1804 because we fell in 1795. Our Moorish fleet on the Great Lakes fell in 1795. Haiti, 1804, they was attacked. They had to redesignate because they had to come out of the empire. I.e. Fez, Chile, the star. As you see, it's all, it's just Department of the Army, United States of America. Fez, 1775, we hadn't fell yet. 1789, we hadn't fell yet. I.e. United States to confirm their respect for and attachment to your Imperial Majesty. We hadn't fell yet. 1789, pyramid. You see the pyramid. It's just, I don't know what to do. Nicaragua, pyramid. You see the pyramid, Nicaragua. Star Spangled Banner. Let's go to this. Star Spangled Banner. Star Spangled Banner. Okay, so if this is a banner, wait, let's look up the definition of banner because I need to look this up because I thought it was a flag, but it looked like a banner. Let's come here real quick. Now everybody know the difference between flag and banner, right? As long as you know the difference between flag and banner, you know the flag is not a banner. You see, it's just like here, even they will lie here. That's why you got to go to Barack Obama. Let's go to Barack Obama. As you see, Barack Obama and Michelle Obama coming out, Moorish flag right behind them. It's just Moorish flag right here, and then you got the Star Spangled Banner. Moorish flag, Star Spangled Banner. She got the red dress on, the red dress with the red flag. They coming through the double doors, heights of low stuff. It's amazing how these people don't, how it's so obvious. The Western Empire is the Moorish Empire. It's so obvious. The Great Seal. Why don't he speak about, so this the tribe's Great Seal? Who Great Seal is this, and why don't they speak under it? This is why they're trying to make it seem like banner and flag is the same thing, even though you know a flag is not a banner and what a banner is. It's so simple. The Great Seal, the pyramid. You see the pyramid, Great Seal.